Hello, welcome everybody on the Friday live daily forex analysis. So we are back on the last day of the week. So I hope you guys doing very well. So if everybody's in here, you can say hello. Don't be shy. So we are on Confession Fridays today. So as my lovely assistant Emily wrote already. So on this spooky Friday, the confession ones. We've seen finally some movements on the markets yesterday on some of the pairs, and today looks alright. But we've seen some movements on the British pounds USD yesterday, so I don't know if some of you took that trade on the cable. So there was at least some sort of movements on yesterday, and yeah, so far we do have. Oops, what was that? 8. Okay. So we've seen some movements yesterday, and yeah, today not really much going on because also we are on Friday, so I'm not really expecting much of the movements today. However, that said, I'm looking at this Gbpusd, and I see a potential for this for the trade. This is more like a semi-swing, so. If this is gonna set up and then we potentially take the trade, that's most likely gonna be for the to hit the targets potentially for the next week. So you need to keep in mind that we might have to leave the trade over the weekend. So there's something to think about it still, depending how it's gonna set it up. So I pre-selected these 3 currencies: British pounds USD, Usdcad, and Ausd. So it's only 3 currencies, and then I will wait for you guys. You can, if you want any other currency pairs, just let me know in the chat, and then I will be coming back for the just after I finish analyzing the currency pair, and then I'll check into the chat box. We got Fortune Teller. Hello. Let me put this one down here. Okay, should we start? Yeah, let's jump into the start analyzing, and then I'm going to come back to the chat box and then address the whatever writes in here. So if you guys new, don't be shy, you can say hello. So I know it might be difficult in it from the beginning. You might just watching, yeah, but you can interact with not just with me, but also with the other members of the staff, and also we do have the Discord channel, so you can also join. It's free. In here as well. Link is in the description, and Emily, she's gonna post the link as well, I guess, but it's gonna be in the description, so you can check it out. Okay, let's jump into the GBPUSD. If you got any other currencies which is not mentioned out of these 3, just let me know in the chat section. I will be coming back. So this the live daily forex analysis, I do this for 1.5 hours as of the normal session. If it's busy, we're gonna just stay here for 1.5 hours. However, if it's too quiet, then I will call it a day earlier. But we do 1.5 hours if it's busy and there's a lot of activity going on in the chat. So okay, so we're gonna start with the GBPUSD. We've seen a nice moves yesterday. The currency put down, so it went pretty much quite low, which is good. We have seen some movements after a couple of days being all over the place. We've seen it in here. Yeah, since pretty much beginning of the week, it's not really the price didn't do much, and yesterday we blipped, we came down quite much. So now it's looking like it's on a pullback mode, and that's what I'm looking at. So the price came down to this to test this lower. So we have this nice decent support level in here. So the price tested, and I'm hoping for the price to go higher for another 30 pips. Actually, I'm gonna leave that one up until 30 pips. So I would expect for the currency for the price to come up around 20 or the 24, about 24.85 to 90 zone. That's what I'm targeting. So this is a semi-swing to the swing trading potential. So 24.85 to 90 zone. If it's not gonna do it, then if it's not gonna do it today, I'm happy with that because we're gonna have next week, and I'm not particularly want to take the trade if the price doesn't come up to this level, because that means that if we take this trade, it's most likely we have to leave it on over the weekends, because the target is further down to, I think it's down to this low, so I'm going to analyze that as well. So unlikely it's going to get down to this level today. So that's why we need to most likely leave it over the weekend. Okay, so for now, let's go to 4-hour time frame. Let's still check it out. Yes, put this sort of this 3 candle sort of indecision, but on a daily time frame, it looks pretty good. Actually, we can draw the trend line as well on 4-hour time frames. I can see that. Yeah, we also this 4-hour trend line, which may be gravitate towards. It might not do it today. It might take maybe a couple of days for the next week to come up to this maybe to this trend line, or I'm targeting these highs on the daily time frame. Let's have a look at the 1-hour time frame. Okay. Yeah, we can see that the price, I was hoping it was going to continue to fall, but it did not do it yesterday. And yeah, the price stalled in this area. So I guess a lot of traders took the orders off down at this level because of the scarcity, that the markets are pretty choppy, so they do not expect to go further. But we still have the opportunity to, if this comes up to that level, it's about 35 to 40 pips away. Probably going to take the entire day to get up to that level. So let's go back to the levels. Okay, in this, let's see the levels. The levels are, so we're targeting this high about 124.90, quick 124.90 as of 4. So we got these highs in here, so I'll be targeting that one as my entry. So it's about half of the candle on here, so it's roughly about this level, which is pretty good, as also comes into with these lows as well as this spike. So it's a decent, it's a very good resistance level, and it's a good area to take the entry. So that will be that. And in terms of the stop losses goes, let's have a look. 90, we would be looking probably 40 pips. Yeah, 40 to 45 pips we're looking for that, the very minimum, to take the trade. About 40 or 45 pips. And in terms of the targets, I'm going to leave it running. So let's target would be, so we are getting on at 24, was it 90? Yeah, 24.90 down at the cell. So let me see, what is that? A close look. Roughly about 23.40. So we are talking about what, 100, 150, 140 pips, 140 pips, and we are risking only 40 or 45 pips. So there's good risk. Okay, this is more like a swing. Yeah, in a way it's a swing trade. It's 140 pips, so it's more of a swing. More of a swing one, so it's worth a shot to take, even though weekly looks, yeah, looks like it's going to continue to fall. We're going to see about it. So so far it's pretty good. I do like the way it looks like on a daily time frame. So again, 124.90 the entry, 40 to 45 pips stop loss, 45 pips, and the target is down at the daily low, which is at 123.40. So which is this. So they're gonna be the first low. The price might come down if it's gonna decide to come down. Have a bit of a reaction on that one. Have a pullback, which gonna be another opportunity, depending on how it's gonna do a pullback before it comes down to these lows. So we're gonna see there's gonna be another, maybe the potential to add the position. Okay, I'm jumping the gun too far away still, but it's good to anticipate that sort of moves ahead, even though of course it might not happen. But it's good to have it in mind that in case that happens, then you already have a plan to action, and you're not going to start thinking about it after it's already about to happen. So I'm going to write this one in the chat box, so not to worry. Okay, we've got quite a few people. Let me just write this one and I'm going to come back to you. Gbpusd type would be sell for now. Even though the pound doesn't look particularly strong, I know the US dollar is not either, but for now the way it looks technical side, yeah, I do want to sell it rather than buy. Type sell entry. So entry was at 124. Okay, stick one. This one might not work out. Probably we have to wait till the next week. We will see. We will see. You never know. Markets like to play games. So stop losses, call it 45 pips. 40 might be too tight. So 45 pips. Target is at 123. Which one was it? 23.45. Let's call it 123.45. 123.45. So that's the potential. So this is more like a swing. I would not say this is like a semi-swing. Okay, let's back to the. Okay, fortune teller. Okay, so fortune teller, it's a lot better today. EM. Okay, thank you. It's good morning, guys. Herbert, hello, Herbert, and hello, Thomas. We got Thomas and Herbert in here. Any fundamental sentiment on the Gbpusd given the Bank of England injection yesterday? Yeah, that's why it still doesn't look. It doesn't look. I don't have a hope on a pound yet for the in terms of the technical and the fundamental. It was also the. I want to put it, the Brexits and all that. What's going on right now? I don't think we have the pound's gonna rally, at least for now. So I'd rather be selling than buying it at the moment. Thomas, glad to join again on live stream. Yeah, glad to see you, Thomas. And how about saying, yeah, it's being a Friday, I guess we might want to wait for the next week. The weekly candle closes today. Yeah, correct. So we're gonna see if the candles comes up, then I will be taking this trade. I think that's a worth a shot, even though it's a good idea to wait on a weekly as well. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna go up. I will not see, even if it comes up to, let's have a look at the weekly. So even if it comes up to here, so if it candle closes around here, it's still still worth a shot. You might want to reduce the position. That's what I do if the trade looks like it might still look maybe good enough, but not the ideal setup, or I call it. So you might need, if you want to still take the trade, then what I do normally is to reduce the size a bit. Not too much. Let's say if you use the 1% per risk on your normal trades, you can reduce it to 0.70 or something like that. So that gives, in case if it's not going to work out, then you're going to lose small percentage of the account. So that's what I'm going to do. If I still want to observe a bit, see how it's going to come up and what's going to look like, even if it's going to even come up to that level yet, because it's quite far away still. So we will see. But that's the potential on this one. Okay, so no request in terms of the currency pairs. So Usdcad, let's go Usdcad. I think Usdcad, I looked at it earlier. I did not really look. Yeah, I did not really look much in terms of trading. Okay, let's go. Yeah, daily doesn't really look any good or any better than yesterday, really. So this is a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hourly, we are still on this range bound, so I don't really like the way it looks. So I would have. Oh wait, we have this trend line in play as well, do we? Let me have a look at the daily again. Okay, we have this daily and 4-hour trend lines. Nah, I don't think I would even trade this one today. It does not look. It's still in the range, and there could be that the price might make its way up to this level, and we also have this trend line, and after it gets there, it might gravitate towards it, but it's like a long shot, and according to the way we're seeing at the moment, this range, it doesn't look particularly good, and unlikely it will do it today. So unlikely. Let's have a look at the 1 hour time frame. Okay. On 1 hour, we've seen this nice move, and then gone back to the choppy range, and now it's coming down. It's weird. It's very weird looking. So yeah, this is for now. It's untradeable. Maybe after if we're gonna see some momentum pushing higher, maybe breaking these highs and closing a strong bullish, then I might look forward to trade this one. But for now, it's just leave it alone. Gbpusd is way better than any other one for now. We got Aussie, Japanese yen, someone asked. Okay, let's have a look at the Aussie. JPY. I'll look at this one as well, did I or not? I did. I believe I did. That was choppy as well. Let's have a look at the daily time frame. Yeah, Aussie, Japanese yen. Yes, it's also not tradable. It's very flat. So the price came down. So this is daily time frame. The price came down to this test this support level again. It did already tested in here, and again, it's multiple times already tested it, but because we are sitting in this weird mode, just look at the 4 hour time. Actually, 4 hour doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look as bad as the daily time frame, but it's still we are in the we're down to this orangey mode. This one was a nice move. This one was a nice move, but we are in the range, and also the daily time frame, it does not looking particularly good. Okay, let me see. Normally when I see these type of moves, like this moves is good. I like this moves, as I pointed out earlier. So in terms of the 4 hour time frame, it looks decent enough to want me to trade, to maybe run it down to this level. However, on the daily time frame, it does not look good. So I do like when it's aligned, the time frames are aligned together, and on the daily time frame, it does not looking good. So I'm gonna hold back on this one. So for now, I would not. Let me have a look at the 1 hour time frame first. Four. Let me just draw this trend line here. Yeah, that's a funny thing on the trend lines. You can just, there's so many ways you can draw the trend line, and yeah, whichever works out really. Because we can draw like this, we can draw it like this, and like this one works out pretty steep for now. So yeah, it's too many ways you can draw this trend line. Okay, let's keep it this way. It's less steeper. Okay, let's keep it this way. It doesn't look so that good. Yeah, as I said, I do like the 4 hour looking, and I do like it 1 hour looking, not that bad. Yeah, I don't like this one. Yeah, I would leave this one alone for now. Maybe after a couple of hours, depending what the price is gonna do. But on a daily time frame, it looks pretty ugly. So I would like on the daily time frame. So I would leave this one alone for now. Maybe it will set up in the next coming hours, depending what the price is gonna do. Then we're gonna see. So if I see any potential trade, then I will be mentioning it in my Discord. So you can join the Discord channel; it's free as well. So I'll do update. On that one. Okay, let's have a look at the Aussie USD. So we got Aussie Japanese yen. We have looked. Okay, Thomas was asking that. Cool. Let's have a look at the Aussie USD. Let's have a look. We do have a key news today, actually, but it's on the Euro side. Okay, I think Aussie looks pretty similar. Yeah, it's very similar to the Aussie Japanese yen. Aussie Japanese yen. Okay, I think I wanted to actually write. After this one, I'm gonna have Euro against USD. I think that was the other kind. I mistyped it. The not Aussie USD was Euro USD looking. Euro was looking better, if I'm not mistaken. I mistyped the Aussie USD instead of the Euro USD. But once I will analyze it again. Yeah, looks, as I said, looks pretty similar to the Aussie Japanese yen. It doesn't really show us much. Yeah, very similar to the Aussie Japanese yen. Very similar. Let's see, getting back to the daily time frame. Yeah, very similar. Stuck in this support level. It's not really showing much either. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it looks pretty bad on a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it doesn't look good on a 1 hourly. It doesn't look good on the daily. It's the only one is the 4 hourly time frame. I like the look of the 4 hourly time frame. It's kind of doing this the trend line one which I drew it earlier. So sort of this one's a better trend line as well. Yeah, trend line I can draw it in here better than on the Aussie Japanese yen because we have this spike in here. So we're gonna see. Might be a potential trade on the next couple of hours maybe. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna see that. And let's have a look at the Euro against USD. Euro USD. That was the one I wanted to type. Was it that one? Oh yeah, this one. I think it was this one. It looks better than the better than like the Aussie USD and the other one. Pretty much like Gbpusd and Euro USD. Probably gonna be main spotlights today. The only exception that on we have news on the Euro side, and that one was I think it's all day. It's a Euro economic summit. I don't remember it was a whole day, so it's no specified time. Yeah, economic summit. So it's all day today. They are about to discuss for the coronavirus, the impact on the coronavirus. So recovery fund and the response to the COVID-19. Yeah, so we do have that talks. Going on the European Central Bank and the European Union and all that. So these can create a volatility depending what the type of news is going to come up after they make up what they're gonna, how much money they're gonna invest in there, or whatever they're gonna come up with the what that news is gonna be. So the only thing is we do not know when that news is gonna hit. So it's all day and it can come out pretty much anytime really. So that's the downside of it because we do not know, and if you're on a trade, then that can impact negatively. So we're gonna see. So Euro approach with caution. It might have an indirect impact on the British pounds. I don't think so, but it can have an indirect impact. So we're gonna see. And 1:30 we have the core retail sales on the Canadian side, which is it doesn't really move much in terms of the retail sales. It has a bit. Generally moves a bit, but it's nothing major on that. So the main key news is on the Euro side. So still, let's have a look at it. What's we have in here on the daily time frame looks better in terms of the candle. Like yesterday, candle looks better than on the other currencies like the Aussie USD. So this one looking better. So I might give it a try. For instance, yeah, this one. Again, this is just a dilemma of because we're on Friday, and just if I want to take this trade or not, because it's not going to work out today. In terms of the target, it might come up to this. So this is the entry I'm looking for up to this level. So we have a very good resistance level up here. So that's the entry I'm looking for, which is the price is not that far away from the entry. It's about it's at roughly about 112.35. That will be my entry on this one, but obviously for the, let's see, these stops 35. Yeah, this is more like a semi-swing as well. So we got 2. Let me see. Yeah, probably this one about 30 or 35 pips. About 35 pips on that. And for the targets, so we're going to get 35. So we're going to have to target this one. 1.35, so we're looking for, yeah, the target's going to be down about this level. Okay, let me see for the daily time frame first. So if you take it at 12.35, which is a bit higher than normal. What we have on a daily time frame? Okay, I think it's this one down at here. Yeah, correct. Okay, we do have this resistance. Okay, it's a bit of a tricky one. I do like the way it looks. This is a semi-swing, though we do have quite a bit of support levels on the way, so it has some support levels to go through this one. Obviously, if you take this trade with the 35 pips stop loss, then we need to leave about 70 pips at the very minimum for to get it back. So we can only have these, and on the support on the daily time frame is at 11.65, which oh yeah, works out just about 35, 70, yeah, just about. Okay, we can do that. And I'm gonna say about let me just get this one right, and then I'm gonna come back to the charts and also discuss this one, Euro USD and GBP USD, which the one I already wrote, because the Euro USD and GBP USD, they do have a positive correlation, so we don't want to take both trades at the same direction or at the same time, because that would be more likely exposing higher, bigger risks. So we need to pre-plan, so to speak. So 1.65, and we're going to add 1.1235. So that gives us 1 to 2 risk reward, which is not bad. It's good. 35. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so I'm going to put this one as well. So we got entry in here, 35 pip stop loss, and the first, we can split this one into actually 2 targets. Yeah, I can split this one into 2 targets. But the one thing I do want to mention, I'm going to write these levels in here, but if we don't take both trades, if GBP USD and Euro USD, they both set up, the chances of they both setting up is quite high. So we're going to look at it, whichever you prefer to trade. If you have like a favorite currency to trade, then you can choose one of them, but don't trade both of them in so both obviously on the sell side. Okay, let me write the levels on that one. Euro USD, type sell, entry is at, oh yeah, and then we also have the news. Probably better to trade GBP USD, because we also have a news on the Euro USD. So I'm going to approach this Euro USD with more caution than 112. Oh, what was it? 35. 112.35. 112.35. The entry stop loss was 35 pips. Oh no, actually I can put with this first and second target. First is a 111.65. second target is further down. Oh, that's 111.35. Okay, 111.35. So that gives us 100 pips. Okay, so 111.35. Yeah, as I said, don't take both trades if they set up. Obviously, British pound USD, the entry is further away than on the Euro USD. So if you take, let's say, Euro USD, it's a high chance that this one's going to get to the entry point quicker than the GBP USD. And if you take this one, then don't take the GBP USD. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do. And also we got the news out on the Euro USD. So it's the all-day news for the EU summit. So depending on what they're gonna say, what's gonna happen with that one. So that's probably the GBP USD will be a better option. So don't take both at the same time. So if you got one, don't take the other one. Thank you, George. No problem. Oh, we got Saish. Hello, Saish. Long time no see. URD. So URD. So far, so good. So Emily say hello. Yeah. So I'll be a couple of days, I think. Okay. So Saish is asking Euro against Aussie. Okay, let's have a look at the Euro against Aussie. Oh, yeah, this is my favorite. I think Euro against Aussie, I did look at it, it was not much going on either. Yeah, it was not much going on either on that. Let's go to the daily time frame. Yeah, Euro Aussie is, we can officially announce it as dead for now, because just by looking at the daily time frames, yeah, it looks very bad. Look at this, the candles. I think I've looked this one 2 days ago, and it was somewhere about in this candle. It was already looking not good, and now it looks even worse. Maybe today's news is going to start move the markets. Yeah, it's kind of squeezing between this wedge. We can see that it's not getting away from this. Like 2 days ago, we still closed it. Yesterday, we did still manage to close inside that wedge pattern, and then obviously we open now. Actually, I can already move this. Yes, still so many ways we can. Okay, so we can actually move this one. So it's still on this wedge, so it's not really going anywhere yet. So hopefully, maybe if the news, depending what they're gonna say on the Euro summit, hopefully it's gonna start eventually break this wedge pattern, and it's gonna go up or down. So similarly, I think I said the same thing 2 days ago, because it's not really done much since pretty much all week this week. It's been all over the place. Look at the 4-hour time frame is on a choppy range. There's nothing really going on the Euro Aussie, unfortunately. But yeah, this is untradeable. So for now, unless the price does something, yeah, we're not gonna trade this Euro Aussie. So how about something? Do you trade Nasdaq or Dow Jones? No, I do not actually. I don't trade the Nasdaq 100 or the Dow Jones either. I tend to trade the S&P 500. Yeah, S&P 500 I do like more than. But again, mainly like 95, it might even 8% of the time I trade the currencies. That's my favorite go-to on the currency pairs. And then it has to be like completely nothing going on, and then I look at for the other opportunities, such as like the S&P 500s, Nasdaq and Dow Jones. I did not really look at it much, because I do not really have a need to do that. So no, I don't trade the Dow Jones. All right. Oh, so one more thing, we do have a Confession Fridays. We have a confession today, Confession Fridays. As some of you know it, we do this Fridays. Every Friday we do the confessions. So if you got any trading confession to make, it's gonna be on Friday. So we're gonna mention on the Fridays. Does anyone have any confessions? Something you guys did that you should have not done, would be a good time to make the confession on the Friday. Also, every Friday we do confession Fridays where we mention something that, for instance, if you done something against your strategy and you knew that you should have not done it, then this is the place we're gonna mention it. For me, I think I didn't really trade much, so I haven't really done anything. So I don't have confession to make. Maybe next week. Okay, we got a few people. Okay, so Saish joined and Legends. Okay, so welcome to the Discord, Saish. I think you're watching this. So yeah, guys, let me know if you got any confessions. So this is to not to laugh at anyone or anything like that, or judge anyone. It's just to hold you accountable. So that would be good for accountability. Yeah, the accountability is important when you're trading. So at least it's good to have someone to hold yourself accountable, so that will help you into your trading. So that's a good. And one more thing, guys, don't forget to smash the like on this video, please. So everything I do put out all this free content, but the one thing I do ask the likes on the YouTube. So from the analytical point of view, good question. So Emily's asking me questions. She's good at it. So let me think. Something in my past that I've done. Yeah, I've done a lot of. So she asked any mistakes I've done in the past. That would be good to mention it. Let me think. Yeah, I've done a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes from the beginning. I don't know. So I've done not using the stop losses. That was my thing as well. I've tried that. Have not. When I first started, I sort of experiment. It's normal to, when you first starting trading, you go into that experimental phase and you try new things. And I did on a demo account as well. So I traded on a demo account and then started experimenting on the different things, different strategies, just random stuff. Actually, strategies came after that. I wasn't even using strategy when I first started up. I was just fascinated with markets on the first place, and then just that looks good. That candle is going up, so I'm gonna trade it. So yeah, I did a lot of weird, normal mistakes where you normally make as a new trader. So I think first one was very tight stop losses because I was scared to lose or anything. Even though first I started on the demo account, I still didn't want to lose. That's a natural thing, the human nature. You don't want to lose, even though you are trading on a demo account. So that was the first thing. Then I got comfortable and I started. Let's try how it's. I do remember that actually on the first time I tried not using stop losses. That was luckily on a demo account. That was the first, I don't know, few months. Yeah, I did. The first time I tried that not using the stop loss was on a demo account, and I put the trade, so I was not risking anything. And that happened on just before the non-farm payrolls non-farm payroll news was out. So I put the trade, and obviously the trade went against me, and then I just kept on it, and then until that non-farm payrolls is one of the biggest mover on the markets. So and then just went, it went good. I don't know how many pips, but it was good, probably 200 or something. And yeah, that was a mistake I learned. So always use the stop losses because once you're in the trade and you see that going against you, you just do not want to let it go because you don't want to lose. That's one. And then you have that hope that, okay, maybe the market's going to turn around, because they always do. A lot of people mention that they always turn around. But yes, that's true. They will turn around at some point. But yeah, markets can be wrong much longer than you can actually afford it. So yeah, I learned my lesson. Hopefully, thank God it was on a demo account, so I did not risk, because that would have been a very costly mistake if I would have tried that on a real account. So that was a good lesson to learn, even though on the demo account. I know a lot of guys, a lot of traders, they say the demo account is not good, you're not going to learn anything, but I disagree on that one a lot, because you can learn on the demo account the lessons, the mistakes. You can make a lot of mistakes and you can learn from them. Obviously you have to learn from it, but demo account could be a very good start if you are just beginning, but obviously it's not the same trading with a demo than the real account, of course, but the mistakes you will make and hopefully learn from it, it will be useful on a real account. But don't stay with the demo account for 2-3 years, because probably about a few months, at least 3 months on the demo account will be good to stay, and then gradually move to the real account and then start trading with the real money, starting up small and then gradually increase it. But it's difficult to do when you just focus on making money. So I know, I've been there. Okay, no confessions, I can't believe it. Okay, I do believe it because the market's been quiet, so always good to make confessions. Still, it's not late. Even if it's a small, it's still good to mention. Okay, so I did cover the news. I did cover the currencies so far. Yeah, the Friday is quiet, so I don't know what's. Oh, we got Fed. Okay, this is. Wait. We have this Fed normally due to. Okay, this is a mild news only, so we're gonna see. Yeah, so this is the main focus on the Euro side. So we will let's see. So far we analyzed a couple of currencies, quite a few currencies. So we got okay, yeah, quite a few currencies. Should we have a look at? Yeah, guys, if you got any sort of thoughts on oil? Okay, so oh, I do remember you. I think you. I've seen you before in here. So hello, welcome back. Chimp. Do apologize if I pronounced it wrong, but I'm not very good at pronunciation. Okay, let's have a look at the oil. Oil. So VTI, the crude oil. The crude oil. Let's see what okay. So we got US. Let's have a look at crude oil. The VTI is flying. The crude. Again, this one is more of a swing. I would have traded this one on a swing basis. Let me go to the weekly on there. Okay, weekly, daily time frame. Looks like it's pushing now. It's pushing higher, but again, this one I would wait. We can see that the price is sitting at the resistance level, though it's having this nice momentum. Looks like. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. See what we have. Yeah, on the 4-hour time frame, judging by the 4-hour time frame, it has it's picking a nice momentum towards upside, but we do have this strong resistance level, so I would personally wait for this to break before I get onto this trade. But of course, I would look for the upside, then the downside. But first and foremost, I would wait and see break of this level, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to be confirmed until this daily candle is closed. So this one is more like a next week trade rather than today. Yeah, so that's my view on that one. So personally, I will wait for the break of this high here. Then any retracement, any potential retracement, then that will be excuse to get onto the long side, and most likely the next high will be. We got this resistance in here, but ideally I do like to target the highs. So in this case, it's going to be highs. This one will be good area to target at 48, roughly about 48. So There's a good amount of pips to get it out of it, but yeah, again, first let's wait for this one to break before getting onto the long side. Yeah, so this is more like a next week trade. Let's see if there's it. Yeah, I'm not calling it any time of day trade in this one, or yet anyway. Yeah, in terms of day trades, don't see anything yet, so we already missed that trade. So yeah, it's more like a tomorrow. Miss DY family, yeah, welcome back. Join us on the Discord channel. I have started the Discord channel. I think Emily already said it. Yeah, she did mention the Discord channel, so you can join also the Discords. When did I start? Last week? I think it was last week. Yeah, last week I started. Of course. Thanks, videos. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And what else? So we are already about 46 minutes in, but we still have a good amount of time. If we got any more questions or any confessions, if you're gonna make, we still have the confession day. So let's see. Which one? Yeah, I did look at quite a lot of currencies today, and I don't really see too much of their opportunities apart from the ones I just mentioned. It's on the Euro USD and the Gbpusd, and yeah, a lot of currencies are still in a choppy range, and because we're also on Friday, yeah, it's kind of limits the trading in a way, because if I don't see much going on up until depends after the New York session is open, I'm gonna look at it, and if it's still nothing picking up, then I'm gonna just leave it alone, because if it's not gonna pick up after the New York session is open, then it's probably not gonna do anything after that. So we'll see. Still plenty of time, and maybe after that news. For that news is depending on what the Euro Summit got to offer, we might see some movement in there. Let's see. So look at the back to GBP, not GBP, Euro USD, Euro USD. Yeah, if you got any other currencies in mind, let me know in the chat. Oh, wow, it's dropped now. Okay, it's dropped. Didn't quite. There's a reaction of 1 hour time, 1 hour high. Okay, it looks. That one shows that it's pretty weak. Yeah, it's really weak. I think. Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look. Daily. Yeah, it does still looking. 18. So it came up and tested, so it goes down here. So we have this, it's a resistance level because the price, yesterday price closed down here and then blipped a little bit, so to test this the daily high, but because it's way too close, but sometimes the price, generally when it's high volatility, it does just test very close. So like this resistance is very close, so I don't normally take this one as of the entry unless it's a very high volatility. Then I can justify doing that. So if like the high volatility is towards the downside, and I see this the resistance, even though price closed very close to this resistance level, then I would take that to the short side in this case, but we are not really having much of a volatility today, so I want to leave it far away, a bit further away, the entry. So That's the reason behind it. So our entry was at 112.35. So we're gonna see monitor, see what's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, any confessions to share? Yeah. So confessions are also important. Confessions. Trading confessions, not the personal confessions. Okay, oops, I want something. Munger Huyadi. Hi John, it's me, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. And it was a video you made on YouTube for learn about a word entry based on pair correlation, because so many times I open a position on with ZUSD, Gbpusd with Euro. Yeah, I'm gonna answer that. Probably if you are okay, it should be on the live stream. So this is the Discord channel. Yeah, correlations. There's a list you can look for it. It shows the pairs which has a high correlation. Like the pairs you mentioned it, yeah, they have a high correlation. So I would definitely not the Aussie USD, Gbpusd, and USD. Yeah, all of these four, they have a positive correlation. The ones you just wrote in here. So definitely will not take all four of them. That will not be. It would equal taking the 4 on a, if you open up 4 positions in, let's say, Aussie USD. So it's because they have a high positive correlation. So if you want to take 1 or 2 depending on your risk. So I would yeah, I will send you. I'm going to look for that link where you can look. The currencies. So it has like a list. I've seen like few places, few websites they do that, and I think Pips. Yeah, I will look for it. I'm gonna post that link in the Discord channel, so you can have that on you. So they have the high correlations, negative correlations, and they have like a list of the currency pairs which has the correlation between them. So I'm going to look for it on the internet, and I'm going to post it on the Discord. So that will be useful too. And then once you learn it, it's easier to after that. You just have a look at it probably a couple of times, and then you will remember it. So it'll be easier after to before you take the trade. You know that all these two have a positive correlation, so probably not take the same. Not take the same trades, almost. Okay. 2 notifications. So Euro we did. Should we have a look at the gold? Let's have a look at the gold. Just for the laugh, I think I already did. I don't know, I didn't do it yesterday or the day before. Okay, no, I did not do that. Let me have a look at the daily time frame. Last time I played it was choppy. Okay, it's still in a range. It doesn't really do much in terms of moving. Yeah, it's very range bound. The gold is not really doing much either. Good old gold. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the break of these highs before I would take. Wait, let me go to monthly time frame. Yeah, this one is Usdcad. So that will be the next potential target up here. This is a monthly high. So, but I do want to see a push on the weekly or daily time frames before I even decide to take the before I buy this one. And it's been on the range bar for quite a long time. Look at the daily time frame since was mid-April. Yeah, since mid-April it's just going all over the place. So just ideally it will go down, to be honest, because that's where I will be looking to actually buy and hold. Yeah, this one, the gold is generally good to hold it for a longer time. So this is more like a swings, did. Yeah, I do like to trade the gold and on a swing basis rather than day trades on that. Herbert says, "Oh, Miss okay, Thomas, smiley faces." Herbert says, "Oh, I missed the confession parts. The confession parts. So do you have any confession, Herbert? Or if you mean, I did talk about confession a bit on one of the, I don't know where it was, a bit further, probably about 15 minutes ago." 15. Open that. So the confessions is still on. Oh, okay. Also, we can mention it on the Discord channel too. Actually, I just came up with this idea. We can also mention it on the Discord channel. So that's yeah, I think that's good. We can do it also on the Discord channel on the confessions. Yeah, just completely forget about the Discord one. Yeah, we can also mention it on the Discord channels on Fridays, so we can do a confession to each other, and then that's a good way to hold you accountable on the trades. So that will be, the accountability is also the big thing. So if not in here, then we can always do it on the Discord channel every Friday. Maybe later on. Let's see. So we did gold. Nothing going on a gold. No trades on gold. Let's see. Gbpusd is probably down as well. Check up on it. Okay, it's not doing much. Yeah, I don't think it will. These the two trades I mentioned, I don't think it will work out today. So we might be just looking for the next week. So yeah, I don't think it will do it. It looks pretty quiet, and this week pretty much being very quiet, and we also on Friday. But then again, that said, I've seen the almost whole week very quiet. Then on Friday, it started to go crazy. It's been on a few occasions around when we witnessed it. So it's always a probability. You might say, okay, it's not going to happen anything because it's Friday, or maybe the market's being pretty quiet. But then always the market's proving wrong. I would say a good confession to help other aspiring traders. Yeah, I blew multiple accounts when I started, mostly because of the multiple indicators on my charts. Thank you, Herbert, for sharing. Yeah, that's a lot of traders go through with this one in the blowing the accounts. The best way to avoid that one is the risk management. But always we can learn from it, even though it's very unpleasant. I have not personally never blew the accounts. Never, since I started. I never, not even once. I've done it, but I know a lot of people who've done it. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. But yeah, it happens to a lot of traders. The more you blow, the more you will learn and become professional and profitable. So don't lose hope. Yeah, but you have to learn from it. Learning is the main part. So hopefully, yeah, we need to learn from it. And of course, we can to avoid that one as well, because the money we're talking about money. Yeah, a lot of traders blow their accounts. I've heard many, even some of my friends or the acquaintances I know, they've done it as well. So that's very common, I would say. Yeah, but learn from it and then move on. Yeah, Laughing Monkey say calm before the storm. Yeah. I think that generally when the people start trading, the newcomers is yeah, the poor risk management is the one of the biggest one when the traders they blow accounts, because if you're not managing the risk, then it's that's the consequences on that. Yeah. Calm before the storm. It's always a learning curve. So we learn one way or another one. Some people learn it. Let's say if you blow your account, then you can learn it, then not to do it again. Or could be some different ways that you can learn. So it depends how you learn, what type of learner you are. So yeah, I learn different way than the other people. So everyone does it in a different way. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Herbert. That's very good for other people maybe to think twice. Yeah. What else we got? So one confession. So anyone wants to make another confession? So Herbert's was nice to share his confession. So if anyone else, I see quite a few people. So 8 people watching right now. So if anyone wants to share the confession, any confession, it could be a small confession. Maybe you took the trade and then you maybe jumped out of the trade out of fear. That could be another confession, the small confession. Anything, even the small steps does matter, because at the end they do make up at the end. So how about saying, yeah, definitely risk management is key. Yeah, definitely agree. Risk management lowers your brain pressure and you trade in the zone. Yeah, more like a sportsman about to run 100-meter on Olympics. Yeah, definitely. Risk management is so important, and yeah, as I said, a lot of traders, they do not have it, or they maybe don't realize it, because from the beginning, the way you approach the markets, you're not really. It starts up like you're interested and you want to make money on the side as well. So you just like kind of side play with it and forget about the risk management. And only after that, that's when the most traders learn about the risk management, discipline, and all of that. So like if you are, I think I did cover one of my videos. I did upload a couple of weeks back about the risk management and how to sort of not eliminate, but how to reduce your fear. If you have a fear of trading and a fear of losing, the best way to do that is to reduce the position size. So if you have a fear, that means you probably your size is too big. So when you put the trade and you're just like, I want this trade to work out, and you just emotional on the trade, that means your trade size is too big. So that's why you can't. And that's when you start micromanaging the trade, because you don't wanna lose that trade, and you're emotionally attached. So the best way to do it is to like reduce your position size. You can always increase it later on. Just because we are wired to have, especially in today's world where we can have everything so quick, like almost instantly. We want that instant gratification, and we want that trade we just put the trade and everything's going to work out as we want. But unfortunately, market is not doing that. Otherwise, we will be we all would have made money. But it's same as. But actually, I'm guilty on that too. In terms of, okay, that would have been my Forex confession, but more in terms of YouTube. Because for instance, like I always started YouTube 4 months ago, consistently uploading on YouTube for like 3-4 months, and then I don't know if you know, you probably know that we have like YouTube Analytics. So you go to YouTube Analytics and it shows like similar what like the chart is, pretty much like you have how many views, how many subscribers, how many watch hours, and etc. Subscribers and stuff. So you just like something similar to the charts. For instance, it's just like up and down. So and then the one thing I did realize about, like, I think still about a month ago, that you're looking you're looking at the chart, it's like this maybe, right? So, and then you feel you can see this same thing on the when you trade the Forex. It always feels good when you are up here and then you go up to this level, because this is the high. So then if you imagine this one as the equity curve, the equity curve, so it always feels good when you're up here because you made all this money. But then when you are down at this level, it does not feel good because you are, let's say, you're losing money, or you're not making as good progress because you already used to this high in here, and you don't want to experience the low. So it's the same thing pretty much. And then when you on this high, another high which goes higher than what you already experienced, it feels even better. And then when you experience another low, which is like this one, obviously it does not feel it doesn't feel good. So same thing when you made this money and then the curve starting to come down and you are going to that losing phase, and your equity curve starting to turn down, and you slowly have 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 5 losing trades. It does not feel good, and then it just goes up and down. So it's like this intense. So I had to. So when I was looking at my YouTube channel, I was like, okay, it's not going as I planned or as I wanted to, as fast. And I was like, okay, hold on, that's like sounds pretty similar to the Forex trading. It doesn't work. It doesn't go just one way. It doesn't go like this. As we all think, we all want this one to go just one way up, but it never works. The more like the same as the Forex, it goes something like this. And it can be even worse than that. So it's something like this. But ideally, you get the point. I mean, we have always a downtime, and we also have this uptime. Uptime is always feels good, and downtime it does not feel good at all. That's the losing phase, or maybe you wanted to make that amount of progress, and you do not get to that. That progress you are not making. So yeah. Everton, yeah, your account owns equity also moves like prices, uptrend, downtrend, retracement. Yeah, correct, exactly. So I had to took me quite some time, because I was like, even sometimes still now I don't look at it as much now, because I already sort of like clicked that, and then it's like, okay, I did check the sort of which one did right and wrong, and then compare it, and then which one is doing better, so I can imitate that video, or whatever I made the video why I did better than the other ones. That's different, but in terms of like watching your equity or YouTube equity is it's not a good thing, so it gets you in your head. So when you go into the losing phase, it's probably better to leave it out. I don't even have, like, when I trade, I don't even have my balance on. Like, you can put the balance on with the the terminal. You can put the balance, and you can watch your balance going up and down. It's definitely not a good thing to do, because it affects your emotions. When you see that the equity is moving up and down when you're on a trade, it's not a good thing. It's can start mess with your head, and you're more likely to make the mistake. So I never have a balance in here, in terms of balance or the running trade or whatever that is. So I never have it in here. Once the trade is done, is closed, or get to the stopped out, or get to the target, then I look, then I enter that details of what happened after that. But I never have it on it while the trade is still live. So when I take the trade, I write it down, the entries, the stop losses, the targets, why I take this trade, and record the trade, and then I just let's leave it alone after that. So don't have the equity on the screen while you are on the trade. So leave it out. Will be good. Constantly watching the trades. It's not good for not good for your mindset. Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys checked out the book recommendation list which I posted on. It's on the description, and if any of you read any books which I mentioned in the description, so the two of them are very famous. One by the Mark Douglas, which is the Trading in the Zone and Disciplined Trader. So this is probably most people read that book, but there are I mentioned 6 books. So 2 of them are by the Mark Douglas, and the other 4 probably not many people read about it, but I would recommend. So 3 of them is more about mindset, and the other 3 is more about in terms of the sort of the trading, such as the 2 books by Mark Douglas is more about the trading side of you, and the other ones in terms of the mindset. How can you improve mindset? Thomas saying, hi George, DXY are clear break and retest moving up. Let's have a look at the DXY. What was it? I will not call it moving up yet. Yeah, so recovering, so to say. For now, this one on a higher time frame looks like more like a pullback on a weekly time frame at least. Yeah, more like when you see something like, when you see this one, it looks like this one looks like a pullback. So generally when the price does that, you might do another week and then it starts collapse down. So I would be more of a like short in a way on this one, rather than that the price will continue up. So for now it does look pretty weak. So on a weekly time frame, it's a pullback, just pulling back up, and on the daily time frame, yeah, I would still call it a pullback. Maybe if the price, let's see, on this one we're gonna go to the weekly time frames. Maybe when the price breaks this level, then I would be more of a like, okay, the dollar is gaining strength, but for now it's more like it's creeping slowly up before it continues to fall. That's in terms of the technical and the weekly time frame. That's how it looks at the moment. So the price came down and tested this the weekly low down here, and then it's pulling back up, but the reaction on that one is not that big, because also this is a higher time frame, and generally the reaction is much bigger. We are not seeing too much of a reaction on a weekly, and also on the daily time frame it does not really have that much of a reaction. It had this nice candle after the test. You put this first daily candle was strong, then a second, followed by the second candle, this which is this one. We had the half body, and essentially it's sort of like a spinning top really. Yeah, two long tails and like a middle body, so like a spinning top, and then we had it down, and then it's creeping back up. So this shows me like it's more of a weakness than strength. So, and that confirms on a weekly time frame. So I would looks more like then it will at some point drop, and then that drop could be quite significant for now. And if the price continues and certainly break this level, which is what, about 98, if it breaks 98, I'll be higher, maybe, yeah, 98, around 98.30, certainly if it shows strength and breaks that level, then yes, certainly that means that confirms that the dollar is gaining strength, so upside. But for now, it does looking weak. It's just a pullback for now. I can of course change, so we can go what's in front of us at the moment. So we will see. So Thomas says, Herbert, yeah, I also record my trades and edit exactly what I was thinking when I looked at the trade. Yeah, that's good, Herbert. Definitely, you're doing good. It's very good for the feedback. That's for the. Yeah, then after some time, once you collected already many trades, then you can come back and have a look at these trades and see where you have made the mistake or some things you can improve. So you can measure it, so to speak, and what you can measure, you can accomplish. So yeah. DX. So we still got about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Yeah, I lost a lot of currencies already. Yeah, Emily's sitting on my left. She's behind the scenes. Can't see. I can see her, but she's working behind the scenes all the time. Right. Okay. So what is this one? The audio one. This one too. How did you guys find this week so far? Did you find it difficult to, in terms of the boardroom and stuff, because the markets has not been really doing much? Herbert saying, yeah, sure, have a great day, guys, and happy trading. Thank you, Herbert. So hopefully see you, well, it's going to be next week, actually, only on Friday already. Yeah, time flies pretty quick. So, yeah. So yeah, if you guys read any of the books, let me know, or if not, maybe you have some of the books in mind. If I don't know if any guys read books, it doesn't really have to be. Yeah, hi to Emily as well. Behind the scenes, yeah, Emily behind the scenes. Yeah, she is a great help. So yeah, the books. So I don't know if you and if you guys read the books or about the trading or the mindset. The mindset is if you know any books about the mindset, which you think is good, or maybe something that helped you, you can share it in the chat box, either here or in the Discord channel, whichever would be good. So I will share the books, and I'm also reading this one book. I did mention yesterday, and I'm almost like 50 or 60 pages now left. I'll be reading this morning today, and yeah, once I've finished, I will share that one as well. I think pretty good book for the new traders, and even I learned some things because he covers not only Forex, pretty much what he mentioned on the Forex, I knew that already, but he covered in terms of the futures, so it covers the Forex and the futures market. I don't really know much about the futures because I don't trade futures, but it's still interesting to read and also to sort of, remind yourself time to time. You can forget something, and then when you read the book, you might just like, oh yeah, I learned that one. I knew that already, but I just completely forgot about it. So anything, yeah, the books are good ways to, yeah, as I said, I do read books a lot. I read and listen as well, the combination of both. So it's a good way to improve your, not only your trading, because the mindset. It helps you in every way, not only in terms of the trading, but also in every aspect of your life. Because to be successful in trading, you need to have a high self-awareness or mindfulness in the other way, and that's helps you also in your private life. Okay. This one looks like a decent resistance. That's always gonna do interesting. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes. So if no one is sort of chat is going to be quiet. So if no one is saying anything, then I might call it a day. So we only got like 9 minutes, so we've been here pretty much most of the live stream dedicated 1.5 hours. So if you got any questions, you can shoot them in the write them in the charts, or probably gonna have like one more currency analysis for the lifetime. So if you want, you can write them in the chat. And in about 9 minutes, we're gonna call it a day, and then we have the weekends. Then come back on Monday for the fresh week. So yeah, guys, if you have not liked this video, smash the like, and if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe. I do upload loads of good content in this YouTube channel, so I do upload really frequently, almost every day. And yeah, tomorrow is going to be a weekly Forex analysis, so I'm going to have a look at it after this. The market is closed today. Then I'm going to have a look at it, and if there's any opportunities for the swing. I already mentioned one on the Gbpusd, so I'm probably going to cover that again, unless depending what's going to change today. If there's any changes, and then I'll be mentioning on the swing trading potentials for the following week. If I see any obviously, because it's been pretty quiet for this week, so it's nothing too much going on in terms of the swings, because they do tend to take a lot of time, because the swing trades, so they do take a lot of time to set up, and then a lot of time to play out. But the reward is pretty good, so I do love swing trades. You're putting like very least amount of effort compared to something like scalp trading, for instance, but what you get out is much bigger. On the scalp trades, for instance, you can trade consistently. You have to be in front of the screen, and on some trades you can like look at the screen for like 20 minutes or half an hour a day, and then take the trades, and then it's gonna get you way more than what you made in a week on a scalp trade for like scalping the entire day. So yeah, I guess it comes down to the preference as well. If you want to be trading all the time, or you prefer to have more free time. I personally prefer to have the free time over the trading a lot, always be in the market. So that's one of the reasons I do not do a scalp trading, because I personally find it stressful. Yeah, it's a bit stressful as well, because you have to be super glued on the screen. So day trade and a swing trade is my go-to, especially swing trades. I love swing trades. Okay, guys, so we're gonna call it a day for 2 days. So we are about 6 minutes out. The chart goes quiet, so we're gonna call it a day. But not to worry, we're going to be back next week on Monday in terms of the live Forex analysis on YouTube. But if you got something to, I don't know, you may ask or anything, you can either join the Discord. We got the Discord channel, it's free. And if you want to, I don't know, private message me, you can write it, or Instagram or the Twitter. So I've got both links in the description. If you want to follow me on the Twitter and Instagram. The links is in the description, so you can put that one out. So there's a lot of ways to reach me. I might not respond immediately because I also have the other things to do as well. but I will be responding. Yeah, so okay, so if something changes, then I will let you know, guys, on the Discord channel. If anything or any new trade opportunities arises, I will write in the Discord channel. So stay tuned, and big thank you to my lovely assistant girlfriend. She's been helping me out with the inquiries and also keeping the chat nice and organized. So yeah, have a great weekend, guys, and we're gonna see you next week on Monday or on the Discord channel. Bye bye for now.